Inertia is a property of matter. T minus 7 seconds.
Good afternoon, guys. I'm El Chapo.
And I'm Bill Nye the Science Guy.
And today we're going to be showing you how to make a rocket using potassium nitrate and sugar. So before we go ahead and show you how the materials are used, we're just going to introduce the materials just so you know what we're using.
The first material we'll need, you can purchase at Lowe's. It is Spectracide Stump Remover, and its main ingredient is potassium nitrate, which is a key reactant to the actual reaction.
And along with potassium nitrate, you're going to mix powdered sugar, which is like the fuel to this rocket.
You're going to need a measuring system to measure the potassium nitrate and sugar.
And then we also use these fuses that we pulled off of these black cats to ignite the rocket. And then we also use this kitty litter right here in the front. And it had to be clay. It had to be made of clay in order to for it to be packed into the rocket. But we'll show you that later.
You obviously need PVC pipe for the actual body of the rocket. The ones we will be making are 5 inches, but for fun we're going to make one 10 inches.
And then we also use the drill bit to make a hole in the bottom of the rocket, so the rocket or the ignition went out through the bottom. So yeah, see you in 5 minutes. Okay, so this is what our finished product's going to look like. This section is filled with kitty litter, compacted down with a hammer and a kind of like a tamp, and then about this percent of the rocket is going to be filled with the potassium nitrate and sugar mixture. And then right here at the very top we put another layer of kitty litter to compact the mixture. And then we drilled a hole with the drill bit through till about there, and we stuck a fuse in there, and it's ready to go. So we're going to go test this, but before we test it we're going to show you how to make it. Action.
The first step to making a rocket is to put a bunch of this kitty litter into a plastic bag and smash it with a mallet.
A substantial amount, not a lot. And you're just gonna.
And you're going to want to hit it until it gets to a fine texture.
Or if you had a blender like we did, you can blend it. Action.
Alright, the next step is to set a piece of PVC pipe just like this on the ground and pour 3/4 inches of kitty litter in here. And it doesn't have to be exact, you can just put a funnel on and just get a somewhat accurate measurement. And so once you have your kitty litter in, you take a pipe, a jamming rod, and you put it inside of the PVC pipe, and you hit the mallet to pack down the cat litter so it becomes like a clay state.
So next we're going to measure out 45 grams of sugar and 65 grams of potassium nitrate, which we've measured out here in this measuring device. And we're going to go ahead and pour it into or really anything you want to mix it. Now we're going to go ahead and cap it and mix it. Cut it. Next we're shaking it. Cut it. And cut it.
Make sure you shake it for 1 minute.
Now, once you're done shaking it, you can go ahead and pour it into your rocket. So then we can go ahead and pack the fuel into the tube. Okay, now that we have our mixture ready, we're going to go ahead and put it down the tube in increments. And as you noticed from before, the clay is covering up one end. So we're going to go ahead and tamp it in increments. So now Will's going to go ahead and tamp it down. Then we're going to go ahead and add some more. Now we're going to want to go ahead and add until we get to about an inch left in the rocket. And then from there we'll go ahead and put clay over it. Alright, so now we've packed it up to the brim. There's about that much left. And we packed it in there so tightly that no powder comes out. And on this end it's still packed with clay. So now for the final step, we're going to fill in the last little bit with clay and pack it in there to finish it off. Go ahead. And now, as you notice, we packed it in there so tight that nothing's coming out from both ends. So our next step is we're going to strip the fuse from these black cats, which basically we're going to take off the red wrapper and we're going to get it to its bare underneath. And we're going to go ahead and peel off all these firecrackers. And essentially what you're going to get is just a big old long fuse. So next we're going to go ahead and insert a little hole by taking this nail and we're going to just barely tap it in there just so we can get a little start for the drill bit. So we're going to go ahead and tap it in there just to get a little hole there. And then next, now you can use a drill bit, but we're going to go ahead and use a nail and a drill, electric drill, power drill. We're going to go ahead and just drill in there so we can have a hole for the fuse. So we're going to go ahead and let some of this extra out. And we're just going to go ahead and keep drilling until it's finally all the way through without the duct tape.
After you've drilled the hole, you can now put the fuse in the hole. We will now put the fuse in the hole. You put the fuse as far down as it will go, which in this case is here, and then you bend it around and you'll take a small piece of duct tape and you will duct tape the fuse right here near the base. So now you have a fuse right here and it's much easier to light. And then the next step, we will hot glue the base, which in this case will be 4 T's, just like this.
So now that we've completed the rocket, you can add your own finishing touches, just like, just for you, Major Mac, just for you.
About to embark on his final journey at GMC.
It's a one to remember. He'll land upon the stars.
And hopefully not the ground.
Alright, so considering we've tested it twice already, and it shot uncontrollably that way, and uncontrollably that way, we decided to improvise a little and put it in a tube so its only direction is up. So we got this metal tube and we stuck it in the ground and we put the fuse underneath the ground and we're going to go ahead and light it and hopefully this is our best run. Ready?
Ready.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem. No!
So we decided to make, with the extra materials, a final product. And this included doubling the length of the tube and adding some, aerodynamics.
Fins.
Yes, fins and a tip. And, well, let's not die today. Let's go try it. Will, give me the countdown.
3, 2, 1.
Not our final product.
Alright,
You tell me when.
Go.
Action.
Action.
Oh yeah!
Oh, I was about to start running, and I have a boot on.
3, 2, 1. Someone that dog was gonna shoot at us. It was coming right at us.